So today's session we have on the red panic button and other emergency alert applications. So what is the red panic button? The red panic button is an application you can download to your smartphone in case of emergencies. Once it's downloaded, it will display an emergency button on your phone's lock screen that you can use when you're in need of help. With a simple click of a button, it sends your current location to all your numbers found in your panic contact list in the form of a Google Maps link. It's very easily accessible and convenient to use. So the red panic button benefits. It has multi-sized widgets, a quick SMS, which is a text message, sending of a picture or a video, sending of a voice recording, remote access, which is for Android only, international prefixes, which is iOS only. It can connect to your social media accounts and has an unlimited number of contacts for the paid version only. So where to access? The app is free and compatible with all smartphone devices. If you have an iOS device, you can download the app from the App Store. If you have an Android device, you can download it from the Play Store. Or you can visit the website by clicking this link here. So getting started with the app. Once you've downloaded the app, you should allow it to access your device's location. You can update your profile with your first name, last name, and default address to be able to be identified by your friends. And you can also add your emergency contacts. So using the app in an emergency. You press the red button to send a panic message with the Google Maps link to your current location directly to your emergency contact. You can also send an audio panic email, which is an email plus an audio file attached, by tapping the microphone button. You can send a video panic email, which is an email plus the video file attached, by tapping the video button. And you can also send a photo panic email, which is an email plus a photo attached, by tapping the photo button. So this here is the photo button, this is the microphone, and this one's the video here. Other tips and features. To share your location with other applications, you can press share. To enable a more accurate location, make sure the GPS is on your device. If you enable emergency dial, when you push the red button, it will dial the emergency number while at the same time sending the panic messages via SMS, email, and Twitter if you choose to enable it. Help. For more help getting started, you can read the user guide, which is located in the app. To access it, click the 3 horizontal lines at the top left, then click Info, then click User Guide. For some quick info to get started, tap on the 3 vertical dots on the top right-hand corner, then tap Help. There's also wearable devices, smartwatches. So if you want to use the app on a watch instead of your phone, that is also an option. You can download the app on an Apple Watch, a Pebble Watch, Android Watch, or a Bluetooth panic button. By using the panic button through your smartwatch, it allows you to get help in a more timely manner rather than pulling out your phone. It's also less obvious for calling for help as it is on your wrist. So the Bluetooth panic button. The Bluetooth panic button can be worn on your wrist as a pendant or placed in your pocket or bag. This device initiates calls and text messages from your phone by using Bluetooth. You just have to hold the panic button down for 2 seconds and it will send all of your emergency service contacts to your GPS location. This device is a great purchase because it is Android and iOS compatible, waterproof, no charging needed, and has a wireless range. So this device can be purchased as well by clicking on this link here. So there's also a wide variety of emergency alert alternatives to the red panic button app. So you can set up SOS messages on your Android device. So you would go to Settings, Advanced Features, Send SOS Messages. you would turn the toggle button to on and agree to the terms and conditions. You can add your emergency contacts. And then when you press the power key quickly 3 times in a row, it will send a quick alert to your emergency contacts when you're in an emergency. You can also enable your phone to attach pictures and a 5-second audio recording. There's also emergency SOS for iPhone. On iPhone 8 and newer, by default, emergency SOS is required to be set up. So you press and hold the side button and either the volume button on the sides of your phone. Continue holding the side button and volume button as the SOS emergency countdown begins. You can also swipe right on the emergency SOS, which will switch to activate the call immediately. So on the iPhone 7 and older, rapidly press the side button 5 times. Your phone will automatically start a countdown and then call emergency services. To enable single press emergency SOS on iPhone 8 and newer, you will go to Settings from your home screen and tap Emergency SOS. You tap the Call with Side button on/off switch. When the switch is green, the feature has been turned on. Now you can trigger emergency SOS by tapping the side button 5 times rapidly in succession. There's also an SOS Alert app. SOS Alert is an emergency app similar to Red Panic Button. It helps you out whenever your safety is at risk by reaching out to your emergency contacts and providing them with your current location. In case of an emergency, a link of your current location on Google Maps is sent to your emergency contacts so they can locate you. The emergency contacts and the SOS message are stored locally on your device, therefore, no one other than you can access it. You can edit the SOS message and add other useful information about yourself. SOS widget for sending SOS alert in one tap, and you can install that right from the Google Play Store or using this link below. So now we're going to head over to the live demonstration. So I have a Google Pixel 5. So the app that comes automatically downloaded on my phone is something called Personal Safety. So I'm just going to search for Personal Safety within Google Play. And because it's already downloaded on my phone, I can go ahead and hit open. So there's a couple features on this Personal Safety app that are very similar to the other ones. The two main ones here, the first one is Safety Check. So if you hit Safety Check, it's basically if you're walking alone or if you feel unsafe, your phone can check up on you every so often. And if you need to send a text message to your emergency contacts, it can do that. So here you can select a reason. So if you're walking alone, going for a run, taking transportation, hiking, and you can also write your own. And then you can also set a duration. So if you're walking alone for 1 hour, then you can set that up. And then the other one is the emergency sharing. So you can share your status and your real-time location. So if you feel unsafe, you can write a little text message in the reason for sharing. And then here I have my mom set up as my emergency contact. So I would select her and hit share, and it would send my location and the message to her. There's also different things you can set up, like your medical information. You can put if you have any allergies, then emergency services can access that without having to unlock your phone. So just different features. There's also crisis alerts that you can turn on. And I don't have it, but there's also car crash detection. So if you were in a car and your car crashed, then it could send an emergency alert right away. So that's the basics there.